Welcome to Sunrise Institution. Today we are going to be explain about RRB and NTPC competitive examination. In that, the paper general awareness. The general awareness consisted with polity. Today I am giving the information regarding polity. So RRB and NTPC, everyone you know that it is very competition, because most of the aspirers who are fighting for the capture this RRB and NTPC post, it's very competitive. And now here in our Telugu states like Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, most of the aspirers who are trying to achieving this RRB and NTPC post, they started as per their policy or revision method. But today I am giving a gist about the polity. Just I am giving only about the polity. I am not saying about the total system of the RRB and NTPC like stage 1, stage 2. I am not giving that information. Just I am giving the information about the polity. So here in this general awareness of the stage 1 and stage 2, it consisted 30 marks. General awareness. General awareness having 30 marks. It's 30 questions also. 30 questions, 30 marks. In stage 1 and stage 2. In stage 1 and stage 2, it consisted 30 questions and each question 1 mark and total marks 30 marks. So in this general awareness, polity is one of the subject. Polity is one of the subject which most of the present days, from the polity 8 to 10 questions, but recently they are asking only 5 to 6 questions. But we can't say exactly in this competition the same number of questions will be repeat. Maybe in polity 7 to 8 questions also will ask. So you will be take serious about the polity in this RRB and NTPC competitive exams. So now today we are giving the total syllabus of polity and each and every topic also how you should prepare in this polity. So now I am writing here the syllabus of polity. Syllabus. Simply we can divide first one, Constitution. Constitution of India. Constitution of India. Second, system of government. System of government or governance of India. System of government or governance of India. And local administration. Local administration, Parliament, Supreme Court, and High Court, Supreme Court and High Court, Preamble of the Constitution, so all these 6 again will be divided into number of parts. Example, if you take a Constitution of India, it consisted with a historical background or history of the Constitution and making of the Constitution, history of the Constitution, making of the Constitution, special features of the Constitution, sources of the Constitution, So likewise we divide a number of sub topics in the Constitution itself. Even we can say part 1, that is union and territory, and 2 citizenship, 3 fundamental rights, 4 directive principles of state policy, 5 fundamental duties. Likewise we will be continue each and every part of the Constitution, right? Even finally we can discuss about the schedules and UPPSC, that is state and emergency, elections. All these are the topics of the polity. If you observe clearly this polity syllabus, most of the portion was covered Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution is a major part of the polity, and sometimes it is called also polity and governance. Example, in the Constitution itself we will discuss about the history. If you take a historical background of the Constitution, where from the Constitution we derived? Is it important to the Constitution for every country, or else without Constitution the states cannot rule? That means if Constitution is not there, how can they rule? Before the Constitution, how the states ruled by independently by their kings, also we will discuss. And next, how the Constitution was emerged. Who was the first person defined the meaning of the Constitution, also we will discuss, like Aristotle. And making of the Constitution, how the Constitution of India made. First background of the story, it will be continued along with this making of the Constitution. In this making of the Constitution, we will discuss about the Constituent Assembly. What is a Constituent Assembly? Constituent Assembly is a group of members who were made Constitution for our country. Now you see example, if you take as example, if the Constitution is not there, that means there is no any rules and regulations or procedures. You think without rules and regulations, how people live in the society, because people were not simple number, like a number was very least. Example, in the society we have only 5-6 members. This much a vast area, if the people were only 5 to 6 members, there is no need of the Constitution, because as per their wish they can live in the society, otherwise they can follow their own system of life. But now you see in our country 100 crore population is there. If we are not follow a system in the society, we can't live properly, isn't it? Our works will not be complete as per our timetable, isn't it? Example, if you take traffic on road, people as per their wish they move. What will happen? Even you are following the traffic rules also, number of times we are observing traffic jams, isn't it? That purpose compulsory we need constitution, and these constitution made by the Constituent Assembly, right? We will discuss later about the Constituent Assembly, who are the members in that Constituent Assembly, how they made the constitution, all this we will discuss. And next one, special features of the constitution. So Indian constitution we have a special, this word also you can use, salient features of the constitution. Salient features. What were the salient features of the constitution? Salient features nothing but which the important things mentioned in the salient features are special features. Example, if you take one example, our governance or government is a parliamentary system government. In the parliamentary system, we are following federal principles. So federalism also one of the salient feature or special feature, and socialist principles also one of the special features, and even secularism also. So all these are comes under the special features. Even sometimes we can see in the special features, our constitution is a written constitution, isn't it? And our constitution also having a special features like it mentioned single citizenship, not dual, and it mentioned single judiciary. Compare with the America, there was separate judiciary for each and every state, right? In India we have only integrated, independent and integrated judiciary, right? And next topic, it was the sources of the constitution. So generally whatever we are planning to do, we need some source. Example, you want to make a building plan. What kind of sources you need? First you need materials like big paper, pencil, color pencils, color pens. The same as here, sources of the constitution, our constituent makers, they took different sources from the different countries. Example, you take here fundamental duties. These were taken from the Japan, right? That means Japan is also one of the source, isn't it? The same as election of the president. President election, we derived the system of the president elections, which we called the system of proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. So the election of the president we derived from the Ireland. That means in the sources, the president election procedure, president election we derived from the Ireland. So likewise here we taken different important things which suitable for our people. That is very important. Everything they won't derive from all the countries, because which one is suitable for our Indian people, isn't it? That things only they taken from different areas. And finally, the important source of our constitution was 1935 Act. 1935 Act. 1935 Act also one of the important sources, because almost our constitution, Indian constitution, 70% of the subject matters taken in our constitution from the 1930. This was an act of the British government. 1935 Act, British government. So these are the important sources we will discuss briefly. Okay, right. Last our constitution consisted with 25 parts at present. Numbered 22, but number of parts 25. What is the difference? So 22 parts of the constitution. Example, if you take 22 parts are there here. 22 parts. But originally constitution has 22 parts. This is called numbered. But number of parts 25. How? Example, you see one of the part 4th A we added, that is fundamental duties. 4th A, fundamental duties. 9th A, Panchayat Raj. 9th B, municipalities. So these are the 3 parts added later of our constitution commencement. That means our constitution commenced on 26th January 1950, but it was enacted November 26th 1949, but constitution came into force 26th January 1950. At the time these 3 parts were not mentioned in our Indian constitution. Example, you see fundamental duties, that is the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, and here these are the two, 73 and 74 Constitutional Amendment Act. So according to the amendment of the constitution, new parts were added. So in these parts we will discuss. The first part was Union and Territory of India. Union and Territory of India. Second part of the constitution is saying citizenship. Third, fundamental rights. Fourth, directive principles of state policy. Fifth, fundamental duties. Sixth, union government. Seventh, state government. Eighth, union territories. Right? Ninth, the ninth actually it was repealed, because the seventh one it is repealed. Continuously we can write a state government, but actually it was a state government, and the ninth was union territory. Ninth A is a Panchayat Raj, ninth B municipalities, okay, and 10th, 11th union government and state government, right? 12th, likewise here totally we have a different parts, but we will discuss only up to union and state relations. So later we will discuss about only important things like Panchayat Raj system, because in RRB NTPC the total constitutional matters was not in the syllabus, so that what we have in our syllabus, that points we will discuss, right? So after that, this is the major concept we discussed. And from this constitution, you see, most of the times in this constitution, mostly expecting questions from the history of the constitution and union government, number of questions are mostly asking. Even the fundamental rights, directive principles also very important. So here we have to put more concentration on the background of the history and fundamental rights, directive principles of state policy, union government, right? So here we have to be put more concentration. Next, come to the point system of government. Already we said the government system is 2 types: parliamentary system and presidential system. So parliamentary system, India is a parliamentary system. In this parliamentary system, the ruling system completely depends on like UK, that means Britain model. That is Westminster model generally we are calling. So that is parliamentary system. And next one, presidential system. Presidential system we can observe in America. So America is a presidential system because president was direct elected person. But here parliamentary system, our prime minister was elected person, isn't it? But president indirect elected person, right? So in the parliamentary system directly we can say executive were responsible to the legislature, but in America executives not responsibility to the legislature, who is calling as a president as the executive, right? This is a system of government. Are you following, right? Now come to the point local administration, what we are saying as a village municipality, gram panchayat, like in the directive principles of state policy, the Article 40 is saying empower the local administration. Empower the local administration, meaning initially they won't given the powers to the village panchayat, because whenever we got independence, we are just formed our government, so immediately they won't interest to provide the total freedom to the local bodies like village panchayats. But in course of time, whenever we are completely stand perfectly and strengthen ourselves, our constitution maker suggested village panchayat should be provided self rule. So that is also one of the point we can discuss in the local administration like panchayat raj system and municipalities, right? Next, coming to the 9th B, cooperatives. Coming to the local administration, which is a panchayat raj, municipalities and cooperatives. And next, coming to the parliament. It is very important topic, so that even it was added in the constitution. Parliamentary system, that means in India we are following a parliamentary system. Parliament consisted with president, vice president, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Generally we can tell it as a president, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Finally it is called parliament, right? That is also we will discuss. Next, come to the point Supreme Court and High Court. So in our parliamentary system there was 3 organs. First one legislature, second one executive, third one judiciary. Why we divided these 3 important organs means it is a background story, because the power should not be concentrated on the single person. So whenever the power distributed, division of powers between the 3 organs, each and organ can take responsibilities. Example, executive and legislature overcome the ruling system, judiciary will be interpret, judiciary will be control. So in that judiciary in India, Supreme Court is the apex court and High Court is a highest court in the states. These 2 important judiciaries in our system we can discuss later. Like Supreme Court starts with Supreme Court article 124 to 147, right? Same as High Court also, right? 2142 article starts High Court 214, here 124, right? So we will discuss later in the same. Next, preamble. So in our syllabus, the preamble also one of the important topic, because it is called, generally it is called introductory part of the Indian Constitution, or else it is called summary of the Constitution, right? Introductory part or summary, and the total Constitution objectives can be reflected in this preamble. That means preamble was a mirror. How can we see ourselves in our mirror? For the Constitution, preamble is a picture in the mirror, we can see ourselves. That means the Constitution makers, what were the important or welfare of the people, how they given the welfare of the people can be visible in the preamble. Now schedules. So total we have a 12 schedule at present, but the original Constitution, it has only 8 schedules. And 9th schedule, 10th schedule, 11th schedule, 12th schedule were added later. So we will discuss that. And Union Public Service Commission and emergencies and elections. Okay, now Chief Election Commissioner, who was the head of the Election Commissioner, he will take care of the elections of the everyone except village panchayat. It is not a responsibility of the Chief Election Commissioner of India. And whereas emergencies in India, there were 3 emergencies. Actually it is called a national emergency. Article 352, according to the Article 352, national emergency, and President rule 356, and financial emergency 360. These were the 3 emergencies. But in our India, financial emergency had to be not even in the present corona times also, The economy completely collapsed, but even though our government was not declared a financial emergency. President rule, it is our convention like happens, it is a convention, but because most of the time president rule also imposed, more than 100 times president rule imposed in our administration. National emergency, it was a major emergency period whenever Indira Gandhi was declared in 1975 to 77. So these are the emergency situations we will discuss, and this is syllabus, and each and every part also very important, and from this syllabus questions will ask. Example, historical background. If you take historical background, in that historical background the total history of the constitution divided into charter acts and council acts. So whenever the British East India Company came to our country, from then onwards the abolishment of the East India Company, the British government, when they made acts, they were called charter acts or company act, company rule. After that, whenever East India Company abolished in 1858, Queen Victoria completely taken over the powers. At the time onwards, 1947, the acts made by the British government called council acts. So from these, especially charter acts, who was the first Governor General of India? Likewise question will ask. First Governor General of India. Don't get any confusion. Governor General of Bengal, Governor General of Bengal and Governor General of India. Both are quite different. The first Governor General of Bengal, Warren Hastings, and the first Governor General of India, William Bentinck. Here most of the times the contestants who are attempting the competitive exams like RRB or NTPC, they get confusion here. Governor General. But the point here, the first Governor General of Bengal, Warren Hastings. The first Governor General of India, William Bentinck.